Coming up, breaking news. The alleged teen girl armed robber escapes custody, but not for long. Who turned her in may surprise you. And Junkanoo headlines Emancipation Day. The Bahamas Tonight starts now.
Now in HD. ZNS Network presents The Bahamas Tonight. This segment of the news is brought to you by BTC, powered by Lime.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to The Bahamas Tonight. I'm Keisha Adderley. Hope you're enjoying your Emancipation Day holiday. A teen girl being held for questioning for armed robbery escaped from the Coconut Grove police station today, but her freedom was short-lived. The 15-year-old, who is not being named because she is a juvenile, escaped from a window at the Blue Hill Road station around 1:40 this afternoon. Now, the brazen escape sent police on a manhunt that didn't last very long, and police say it was her relatives who provided the help police needed to return the suspect to custody. When it was discovered that the girl was missing, police contacted her relatives, suspecting that she'd returned to a familiar place. And apparently that's exactly what she did. Police say those relatives turned her in to police at the intersection of Montrose Avenue and Wolf Road. The arrest was made without incident around 4:40 this afternoon. Now, this teen girl had been in custody since Friday, held for questioning on suspicion of armed robbery. It's alleged that she held up a clothing store in the town center mall Friday. She allegedly produced a sawed-off shotgun before being wrestled to the ground and eventually taken in by police. Emancipation Day celebrations took place in every corner of the country today, many of them at locations across New Providence, most notably in Fox Hill, one of the oldest communities in New Providence. The Fox Hill Committee held its ecumenical service marking the start of Fox Hill Week and commemorating the 179th anniversary of the emancipation of slaves. Scores of residents filled Fox Hill Park, including Governor General His Excellency Sir Arthur Foulkes and Lady Foulkes, and Fox Hill MP Fred Mitchell. Sir Arthur reflected on slavery and the fact that no other people in the history of humankind were subjected to the suffering of the African diaspora during the Middle Passage and enslavement.
When we understand, accept, and believe that the indomitable spirit of our forefathers is in each and every one of us, and have the confidence that we can overcome just as they did, then the challenges of today will give way to a stronger, more resilient, more resourceful generation of Bahamians. We must not take the hard-won freedoms of our fathers for granted, nor forget whence we came, nor how hard was the struggle. We must meet the challenges of today and inspire young Bahamians to emulate the noble spirit of their ancestors to create a golden future for the generations following them.
Minister Mitchell said there will be 2 special observances this year, and Reverend Dr. J. Carl Ramming said there is much in the country which we have to be thankful for.
One is a lecture on the history of Fox Hill by myself, commissioned by the Right Honorable Prime Minister last year to be a part of the 40th anniversary of the independence of our country, which we celebrate this year. The lecture is designed to show how Fox Hill contributed to the development of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. On Thursday, the 8th of August, there will be a public ceremony at the home of Frank Edgecombe, when the Prime Minister will come to rename the street on which he lives Frank Edgecombe Street.
We should be forever thankful to God, who has removed the yoke of slavery and called us to the highest form of freedom to serve one another through love.
Now, in commemoration of the 179th anniversary of emancipation,
in that capacity
The Over the Hill Reunion Group held its annual church service at St. Barnabas Anglican Church on Blue Hill and Wolf Roads yesterday. Through song, dance, and worship, the service celebrated the theme, Look Where God Has Brought Us From. The group honored two longtime Over the Hill residents, Ludell Theophilus and Maxwell Stubbs, for their commitment and dedication to the development of the Over the Hill community. The Emancipation Day holiday kicked off in the early morning hours with a Junkanoo parade in Fox Hill. A number of groups turned out and put on a stunning show for onlookers. Our Opal Roach has highlights.
Junkanoo rocked the historic slave village early this morning as hundreds turned out for the parade. The participants, not too fussy about costumes, simply wanted to celebrate the freedom of their ancestors. Back in the 16th and 17th centuries, the slaves also looked forward to Junkanoo. They left their plantations to celebrate special holidays with African dance, music, and costumes. Well, this morning, a number of Junkanoo groups left their communities to celebrate with Fox Hillians. Festival Committee member Clinton Pierce.
Rush Out was a smashing success. We had some 8 Junkanoo groups showed up. Most of the major A groups, I think one family was the only A group that didn't show, and we had a number of B groups as well.
And unlike the Boxing and New Year's Day parades where they rush for a grand prize, this one is just for fun.
It's a rush out, not a competition. The committee does give a parents' fee for all the groups, and they were happy to get that little stipend to get them on to the next parade.
Junkanooers say they were happy to rush in unity. They also used the opportunity to get the trash talk going.
Plug from the roots. Let's kill them. The best in the world.
First time ever rushing Emancipation Day. Never been on no parade. None. But I can tell you one thing. That's what coming. Saxons or nothing. Saxons in your belly.
That's a real true behavior. That's what it's all about. It's all about that culture.
Saxons!
Wally boys.
Saxons!
Wally boys.
Saxons!
Wally boys!
And what would the Emancipation Day parade be without a little Fox Hill flavor?
We didn't let Fox down at all. In fact, I love the way how even the Fox Hill people who is not in the Congos get involved with Junkanoo this morning. It shows that we are still together. Congos are still moving on strong, and we hope in the Christmas time, the judges will see what they saw this morning again.
The event also provided a good economic boost for vendors.
I had a good time. I didn't watch the parade, but all of my stuff just about gone. Everything just about gone. I had a good time. Thank God for that.
I'm Opal Roach, ZNS Network News.
In our first look at weather, a surface trough across the northwest Bahamas will fire up some showers and thunderstorms tonight and during the early morning hours. But outside of our studios, we have mostly cloudy skies, your temperature 86 degrees, relative humidity 63%, winds out of the west at 4 knots, barometric pressure 1,017.0 millibars, that's 30.03 inches, and it is steady. But stay tuned, temperatures around the family balance, travel and boating forecast is still to come.
Well, coming up, the United States expected to make a decision on Cuban refugees. And the Minister of National Security's concern over a major crime-fighting device. Find out more coming up. You're watching The Bahamas Tonight.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Lux Men's Warehouse.